It's winter 2023 and it is cold in Cleveland, Ohio. So what are some fun activities to do with the family? Whether you're moving here, you already live here, and you're looking for things to do, this video we're going to talk about fun activities to do when it's cold outside, both indoors and outdoors, coming up. Hey, it's Joel Gableman with Gableman Group and Real Brokerage, and if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. We talk about fun things to do with the family, obviously real estate in Northeast Ohio, food, activities, whiskey, whatever I'm interested in, whatever I think that you guys might be interested in, we cover it. So like, subscribe, get tuned into what new videos are coming out. And if you're thinking about moving here, or if you already live here and you're looking at a bigger house, we specialize in families that are relocating here, or people that just need more space, that are looking to upsize because their family's getting bigger, they need an in-law suite, whatever that is. We get calls both locally, statewide, nationally, and even internationally. So if you're thinking about moving or planning on relocating to the Northeast Ohio area, give us a call. Contact information is below. We love helping you. Now, let's get into the video of fun things to do in the cold of Cleveland, Ohio. Starting with outdoor activities. Well, we can't leave skiing out of the picture. Now, this is not like the West Coast. When actually I was younger, I was a ski instructor at Brandywine Ski Resorts, the sister of Boston Mills. So Boston Mills Brandywine is near the Macedonia area. It's got some hills. It's a blast. You can go over there, go skiing, get a pass. It's good for both, I want to say mountains, but both hills. When I went to Aspen for the first time years and years ago, I saw the gondola go up and I thought that's a big hill. And the gondola actually, you could only see the first third, and then it dipped and continued the rest of the way up the mountain. So it's not the same, obviously, but it does scratch an itch just to get out and get some skiing in. Now, there's also Alpine Valley, and not that far away, you can go over to Peak and Peak Ski Resort. That is maybe a 3-hour drive outside of Ohio. And there's a few other areas. Obviously, East Coast, West Coast difference in skiing, but that gives you some ideas. Now, if you're not into skiing, but you like being outside, Boston Mills does have these big inner tubes, and it's a lot of fun to go over there. You rent these big sleds, and you can use these rope poles to go up there and go outside, grab some hot chocolate. That's another fun activity to do in that area. If you are a little bit of a thrill seeker, you can go over to Strongsville. They have toboggan runs, and they're some of the fastest in Ohio. These things go up to 50 miles an hour. So if you love the thrill of speed, definitely go check out some of the toboggan runs. Speaking of other outdoor activities, there are, and I'll put a link to one of the corners when I talked about Shaker Heights, if it's the best city to move to, Shaker Heights. The city actually dumps some water when it gets freezing cold into these small little ice rinks for the people in Shaker, and can go over there and check it out. But the more formal skating rinks, you can go to Wade Oval in University Circle. You can go to Public Square downtown and go skating. And then there's Thornton Park, which is on the east side over here. I believe it's Cleveland Heights. And it's a great place to go. Get some skates, rent them, and go for a little bit of an ice skating with the family. That's a lot of fun. Besides sledding and ice skating and skiing, other activities are the Cleveland Metro Parks. I mentioned this in other videos, but Cleveland has one of the best dense metro parks in all of the country. So you can go to the North or South Chagrin Reservation, you can go to the west side, you can go to Euclid Creek. There are a ton of metro parks where you can go sledding, cross-country skiing, you name it, just go for a hike, explore nature, explore the outdoors. The metro parks are a great place to go. Grab your dog if you have one like we do, and just enjoy the beautiful scenery, get out, get a little refreshing, cool air, and get outside. Now let's talk about indoor activities, whether you're already tired of the cold or you're just interested in a change of scenery and you want to be warm. One of the favorite places you could check out is Play Cleveland. This is on the west side in Avon. It is the country's largest indoor activity park. They've got a zip line, climbing walls, a Ninja Warrior course. It's a super cool place to go check out. Full disclosure, if you have young kids, it's really designed for children 7 and older. How can I forget Adrenaline Monkey? Located in Warrensville Heights, Adrenaline Monkey is an awesome indoor gym as well. Ninja Warrior inspired, climbing, ropes course, you name it, arcades. Take a look. I'll put a description below, but Adrenaline Monkey is another awesome place to go when you are tired of the cold and just want to get out and have some fun. Next up are museums. There are phenomenal museums here in Northeast Ohio, starting with, if you've got some younger children, the Children's Museum. Children's Museum is fantastic. It's also designed for younger kids from, say, infants up until around 7. A lot of science activities, places to explore, things to do. If you have older kids, 8, 9, and up, might not be as engaging, but the Children's Museum is a great place to go. Of course, you've got the Art Museum. They oftentimes have free exhibits that you can go check out. Frankly, I think the museum might be totally free. Then you have the Cleveland Science Center, you've got the Natural History Museum, you've got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There are a ton of museums that you can go check out that are a great place to stay warm and just get out of the house and hang out with the family. Now, speaking of museums, here is a pro tip. A lot of these museums, if you become a member, it pays for itself within about 2, maybe 3 visits for the year. It's often very well worth it. Additionally, these museums oftentimes have reciprocity with other museums. So as an example, family went over to Fort Lauderdale to visit family, and we were there for a week in an Airbnb. We found out we didn't have to pay for the museums over there when we went to the History Museum, simply because they had a reciprocity with the Cleveland museums. So check out some of those features and benefits. It could not only save you money, but give you entree into some very cool places if you're traveling throughout the year at other places around the country. If you're a lover of theater, Playhouse Square runs some children's musicals. For example, right now they're running It's Okay to Be Different and The Gruffalo, an adaptation of the book. Check a look at the description. I'll put a link into some of the upcoming events that Playhouse Square has coming up. Another great indoor activity is bowling. There are some bowling alleys around. One of my favorites is Pinstripes. I'll put a link above or into the video as well as in the description. Check that out. They have a pro tip, a bonus pass. It is for winter. Normally, I think it's around $20 per person to go for bowling. But from January to the end of March, for $50, you get unlimited bowling during that entire quarter whenever you want to go. So if you like to get out, if you pays for itself in like 2.5 visits, Pinstripes Bowling is a great place. They got great food and drink. As a bonus, a few other fun things on the side. You, of course, have the Cleveland Zoo, which is great. It might be too cold, but they have a light exhibit around Christmas time. It's a place you can go check out, put on some gloves. If it's too cold for you, another fun place. You're into Christmas stories and fun things. If you're familiar with A Christmas Story, the house where they filmed it is in Cleveland, Ohio, and they actually turned it into a museum. So you can look at Ralphie's decoder ring and revisit the memories. If you're into that, take a look at the house. They have a museum, like I said, out of it. I'll put a link into the descriptions. It's a little fun, quirky thing about Cleveland that they have. And I'll also put in the descriptions some other links to check out Cleveland Magazine and some other sites that give regular updates of new things happening around the city, whether it's an art exhibit or it's some fair, whether it is some outdoor activities, a race, tobogganing, cross-country skiing, different activities going around the city that you should definitely check out. And if I miss something, let me know in the comments. Also put what is your favorite thing to do in the cold, whether it is something indoors or outdoors. I love with my family, I've got 3 boys, 6-year-old twins and a 2-year-old or almost 2-year-old. And when it's cold outside, I don't want the kids in front of a TV. So we're always looking at fun things to get out and keep the kids engaged and have fun. Let me know in the comments what your favorite things are to do. If you agree or disagree, put it in the comments as well. And I'll keep you guys posted of other fun things to do as the weather gets warmer in the next 2-3 months. And I'll see you in the next video.